Hi, welcome to another follow along stretch with Rob from Transform. So today's stretch is going to be an upper body one. Um, so uh, we're going to use 4 to 8 breathing in for your nose for 4 and out for your mouth for 8. So most of the exercises will be using that breath, and when you move, or try and get an extra stretch, it'll be on the out breath. So you can start off with puppy pose. So raised hands, hips quite high, and then dropping dropping the sternum towards the floor. So you should get a stretch through your upper back and through the length of your sides, your lats. So now we're going to transition into child's pose. So drop the hips back onto your heels, or as far as they go, and then take your hands to the right side, getting a stretch for your right lat. So we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. And then we're going to transition over to the other side. So you're feeling a stretch now for your left lat. And then we're going to go onto all fours, and we're going to go into cat cow. So when you arch your back, push for your tummy button into your spine, hands face forward, space in the shoulder blades, and then you drop your hips and look up and turn your hands out, which brings your shoulder blades together. Okay, now we're going to go onto our side and do what's called an open book. So you got the block, head's nice and rested on there, and then knees are level with your hips, and then you're going to slide your hand across your upper body. Follow the hand all the way along, keeping the lower body still, and then reaching all the way. And swap to the other side. Okay, then we're going to go back into the middle, and same thing again. This time we're just going to do a cat cow, but not move the hands. So arching the back, and then cut all the hips and look up. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back into that similar position we did with the open book. So knees up this time. I'm going to use the block again. And we're going to take our hands round the top in one big circle. And you're trying to keep your fingernails touching the floor as you go round. So this really does stretch the shoulders and the sides, and you're trying to keep one big circle. So that's 2. I'm going to go one more. And swap sides. So you may not, as you take your hand, be able to keep it in contact with the floor, but you just try and keep it as low as you can each time you go round. So we're going to do 3 reps in all. And one more. Okay. Now we're going to go for a shoulder stretch. So onto all fours. This time we're going to slide our right hand underneath our left, dropping our right shoulder to the floor, taking our hips back so that our shoulder touches the floor. And then we're going to turn our torso flat, take our shoulder towards the opposite wall, keeping flat, and then we're going to extend our left hand up straight. And then hold. Breathing in for 4. And out for 8. Okay. And into the middle. Same thing. This time we're going to slide our left hand under there, look at that wall, bend the right arm, and then we're going to bring the torso flat, take the forehead onto the mat, and then extend the right arm up. So I'm putting my left arm towards the opposite wall. And we're hold 4 to 8 breathing for 3 times. Okay. And then we're going to go into a arrow pose. So you may not be able to sit on your feet. You might need the block to sit on. Depends on how much tension you have in your feet. So I'm sitting on my heels here and sliding my fingers down towards the floor so I get a stretch through my upper back as well as my toes. You may want to do it in that position. If you're not raised, it's harder to get that same stretch, so you may actually need to just come up onto your toes and do it like that. Okay, and then we're going to finish with a tricep stretch. So arm up to the side of the head, and then you pull with the other arm, feeling a stretch through the tricep as it goes slightly behind the hands, down the back, touching the back of your back there. Hold that for a couple more seconds. And then we swap over. And then the final one, finish with the upper back. So lock the fingers together, pull the elbows apart. Imagine you're hugging a tree. Okay, try that out. Let me know how you get along. Leave a comment. in the comments box below. Thanks.